Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? How was your day?
I'm fine, thank you. And you, teacher?
I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking me. And everything's okay, thank God. And thank you. Okay, guys. Give me a second, guys. Please join to the call.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Alejandro, I think that this is the first time that I see you. This is your first time in a meeting with me? Yes, Alejandro?
Sorry, teacher, tell me.
I already said that if this is the first time in a meeting, the first time that I see you in a meeting.
Oh, sorry, teacher, I don't understand.
Okay, don't worry. That's okay. Okay, guys. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is frozen. What's going on? Down. This looks like a shoe machine. Okay, so this is here we are going to see. Guys, can you see my screen? Can you?
Yes, teacher, I see.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, guys, welcome again to this section. Well, just remember if you're doing your observational practice that I'm supposed there is some let me see. Danilo, Gina, you are doing your observational practice. I don't know if Alejandro and Adrian, Alejandro, and John, are you doing your observational practice?
Me, teacher.
Okay.
I am observation practice, evaluation, and methodology.
Okay, those are the course that you are taking. That's okay. John, can you speak? John.
Yes, teacher. I am doing my practice in the enfoques curriculares.
Okay. And Adrian. Adrian, are you doing your observational practice? Okay. No, everybody is doing your observational practice. Okay, guys. Remember that it's mandatory to participate. All right? So here, this is the listening drill. So the topic for today is quite related with health. So that's why I'm gonna share with you a video related with that. And then we are going to, I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? So just pay attention to this video. Let me separate in this way. Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Wednesday Checkup. Today's topic is going to be about mental health and its rise in popularity across all sorts of media. Most of the articles coming out recently have been really focused on destigmatizing mental health issues, getting people to see their doctor and talk about their emotions, focusing not only on their physical health, but their mental health. And all of these intentions are great. But the problem is that within life, good intentions don't necessarily all the time lead to good outcomes. Is mental health being destigmatized, or are we fueling more anxiety about anxiety by constantly covering these stories, overanalyzing what Selena Gomez is feeling based on outward perceptions? A lot of my patients have been coming in self-diagnosing themselves with a disorder when they are actually feeling normal feelings to maybe difficult situations. Some patients end up self-medicating. Medications are dangerous, they have side effects, they need to be carefully monitored. Also, at times they self-medicate with illicit substances like illegal drugs or alcohol. And I have to spend a lot of time trying to convince my patients that their anxiety that they feel in a given situation is totally appropriate and they don't have a disorder. In the field of mental health, professionals like myself, family medicine doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, we understand the complexity of making a mental health diagnosis. There's a lot of overlap that happens. We have to rule out medical conditions to make sure that there's nothing wrong with their thyroid, for example. We have to rule out substance use disorder, that they're just not feeling anxious or nervous because of cocaine or alcohol or marijuana. That process takes multiple visits. It takes a line of questioning by a professional who's trained in this type of questioning. But what I've seen lately in the media is people talking about mental health irresponsibly. Even a series very popular on YouTube right now by Shane Dawson. I don't like speculating about his intentions. I like to assume that he had positive intentions to make a healthy conversation around mental health and get people interested about it. Instead of getting help for someone, instead of explaining this complex process of what it takes to go see a therapist, to go see a doctor, and the stages of how a doctor makes a diagnosis, they created a very clickbaity, fun, sensationalist version of what it takes to talk about mental health. I very much urge people, if you're trying to make a mental health video, be responsible with it. Understand that even if you have good intentions, it can lead to bad outcomes. I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen. I'm saying that I have a fear that this may happen. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about is some folks who say when you have mental illness that you should just suck it up and you should just get over it and stop whining. That's incorrect. Obviously, I totally disagree with that sort of method. But I do think that there is some level of personal responsibility that they need to take upon themselves. In fact, what we've seen with phobias or obsessive compulsive disorders is that exposure is actually curative. It helps. So have that level of personal responsibility where you challenge yourself and you don't use your mental condition as a handicap that's preventing you from being the top and most amazing person that you can be. If you're concerned about your mental health, go have a conversation with a professional. Whether that means a primary care doctor or a mental health specialist, that conversation has to start somewhere. And remember, our job is not to make you permanently happy or to remove all feelings of sadness and nervousness. In fact, you should feel sad at times. It's appropriate to be nervous at times. And again, on the same side, it's not appropriate to always be happy. In fact, the way that the mind works, it's a compare and contrast mechanism. You only know when something's hot when you can compare it to something that's cold. It's about having a good baseline, about coming back to that baseline and feeling balanced. This by no means is a comprehensive mental health video, but I've seen such an uptick on the news in covering this, some of it done irresponsibly, and we need to understand that nuance is important. Minute details can be incredibly important, and if we're honest about it and we have trained experts talking about these conditions, then we can have an honest conversation when we're actually doing some good. And most importantly, we look at the outcomes to see if they match our initial intentions. I want this to be an ongoing series where we can have a conversation, so jump into the comments section, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and most importantly, stay happy and healthy.
Okay. The video was clear for you? It was easy to understand?
Teacher, for me, the video is very fast.
It's very?
Is the very fast.
Really? Oh my God. Okay, but it has a subtitle, so I think that is kind of easier for you to understand some words. Yeah, I know that native speakers usually speak fast, but yeah, that's the way that they speak and we speak in real life. Okay, guys, I have 3 questions here, and I want to know what's your point of view on your answer. So let's start with John. John, are you there? John.
Yes, teacher. Sorry. Can you give me 1 minute? I'm going to my house right now. I'm driving.
You're on your way. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so Harold. Hi, Harold.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, Harold. I have a question for you. So, what do you think here? Mental or physical health? Which one is the most important and why?
Okay, I believe the most important is mental because if you have the mental health because you have mental health you can think clear. Maybe I believe this produce in a physical way, but for example, if you in the you have a physical health but no mental health, it's so difficult because your brain doesn't think clear. For that reason, it's so difficult to do something activity that you do. For example, in your jobs or when I just study. For that reason, I get the mental health is more important. This is my opinion, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Nice. Okay. Oh, Alejandro.
Okay, teacher.
The second question. Can your emotions affect your physical health?
Teacher, I think that yes, I think so. Because people feel pressure, stress, anxiety, uh, no more, teacher.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Danilo.
Yes.
Okay, the first question, mental and physical health. Which one is the most important for you and why? Or if you both are important, just justify or just give me an answer, okay? Go ahead.
Okay, I think mental health because although it may not be perceived without mental health, mm, eh, we cannot have physical health. So for me, is more important mental health.
Okay. I think that is Gina. I don't remember what is her name. Gina.
Yeah.
Okay, Gina. The question number 3. Do you consider that social media romanticize mental issues?
Hmm. Yes, kind of. I consider that there are like few influencers and people in general that not only romanticize but also generalize the mental issues by trying to convince people that every emotion and feeling, uh, sad feeling or bad feeling, it's because a mental issue. So they basically like sanitize having some emotions and feelings, which as we have already seen in the video, it's normal to feel sad and not to feel good at some times. So they mm, just generalize them mental issues, and just as a consequence they ended up mm, like, how do you say, desinformando.
Desinformando? To be
Yeah.
honest, I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah.
Because it can be disinformation, but it sounds
Son como
uninformated. That
spanglish.
sounds weird. Yeah, some kind of weird. So we can say like the information is not properly, and then
Exactly, basically. Let me
no.
check it up here. Desinformando.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for your intervention. And thank you for sharing that. Let's see who is here. Adrian. Adrian, are you there? Adrian was the person who. Okay, yeah. Adrian, can you answer the first question? Mental and physical health, which one is the most important?
Uh, the physical health uh, is it's less less because he it's shown um, the the activities um, about that uh, where had ha, has many many problems. For example, I have in physical uh, in shoots or in uh, scars and for this expression I cannot lost my feeling my uh, my mind to self uh, and then uh, I I I uh, I have to improve the my behavior because the most important is it's uh, change my mental studies.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. So we can, this comparison is, in this case, obviously, I can say that mental health is so much more important than physical because both of them are important. If you have, for example, a kidney problem or something like that, or I don't know, cancer, it's an illness and it can be really dangerous. But mental health is obviously really important. The point is that when you don't really know if someone has a mental issue because people look like a regular person. So yeah, it can be kind of tricky, complicated. But as the doctor said in that video, sometimes we try to romanticize those illness or mental issues because there are some influencers that say that those things are mental issues when you don't even know if that's a normal emotion or if it is maybe a mental issue. That's why it's necessary to go and see the psychologist, or in some cases when it's so extreme to go to the psychiatrist. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay, so as you know, we have the listening section, but we have here like preparation in order to know some words related with so let's see, here we have some words or phrases, and here we have two options describing illness and medicine and treatment. So you are going to tell me if this is the medicine or treatment, or if it is describing illness. Okay, so let's start with the first one.
Medicine and treatment.
Teacher, medicine and treatment. Zero, jarabe.
Number two, okay. Letter B.
Describing illness. The number one.
Describing illness. Letter C.
Medicine and
Describing
treatment.
illness.
Describing illness.
A
No,
prescription.
teacher. Prescription, medicine and treatment.
Okay. Cough.
Describing illness.
illness.
Teacher, the pronunciation, the word E, plasters.
Yeah, plaster.
Plasters.
In Spanish,
Medicines and treatment, teacher.
curitas.
Hold on, because the pedo man is walking around and making some noise. Hold on. Okay, I think that he's gone. Okay, letter E, plaster. Yeah. What is that? Is that describing illness, medicine, and treatment?
The number two.
Medicines and treatment.
Medicine and
Number two.
Okay. Letter F. It hurts.
Describing illness.
Sore throat.
The number one.
Dizzy.
Describing illness.
Hold on. Um, Letter I.
Medicines and treatment.
The number 2, teacher.
And the last one on the
Yes,
list.
what is the meaning? Sorry. Teacher,
Sorry, what did you say?
what is the meaning of Los Angeles?
Medicine?
But what is the meaning in Spanish?
Pastillas.
And tablets is pastillas.
Yeah, it's almost the same, to be honest.
Ah, okay. Thanks.
Okay, so
2. Medicines and treatment.
okay, so let's move on.
This recording is from the British Council.
Hello, can I help?
Yes, my wife sent me here. I need something for a sore throat and can't stop coughing. Really hurts.
Do you have a headache too?
Not really, no.
Well, we have this syrup and these lozenges.
Which is better?
They're both good. The syrup is more expensive.
Oh, well. I'll take the lozenges then. How many do I take?
Just one.
Sorry. I'm sorry. How often should I take it?
Just one every 4 to 6 hours. Take it before meal times. Are you allergic to any medicine?
No.
Then you'll be fine with this.
Can I get some antibiotics too?
I'm afraid you need a prescription for that.
Oh,
You know, you should really see a doctor if that cough continues.
thanks. I know.
Anything else?
No, thanks.
That'll be £7.49 then, please.
This recording is from the British Council. To find more activities to practice your English, visit www.britishcouncil.
Okay, it was clear for you. Do you want to hear again?
One more time, please.
Again.
Time.
Okay, teacher, again, please.
British Council.
Hello, can I help?
Yes, my wife sent me here. I need something for a sore throat and can't stop coughing. Really hurts.
Do you have a headache too?
Not really, no.
Well, we have this syrup and these lozenges.
Which is better?
They're both good. The syrup is more expensive.
Oh, well. I'll take the lozenges then. How many do I take?
Just one.
Sorry. I'm sorry. How often should I take it?
Just one every 4 to 6 hours. Take it before meal times. Are you allergic to any medicine?
No.
Then you'll be fine with this.
Can I get some antibiotics too?
I'm afraid you need a prescription for that.
Oh,
You know, you should really see a doctor if that cough continues.
thanks. I know.
Anything else?
No, thanks.
That'll be £7.49 then, please.
This recording is from the British Council. To find more.
Okay, guys, you know, based on this conversation, I know there was someone who asked with a saying, it's kind of like those things that people, it's not like yeah, it's a pill, but it's not like the pill that you swallow. You know what I mean? It's like when, I don't know, there is in in Colombia, the medicine like Noraver is a lozenge. It's like a pill, but it's not something that you actually swallow with water. No es algo que tú te tragas. It's like es una pastilla, pero no es una pastilla que tú te tragas, sino que es la de la garganta. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. That's a lozenge.
Teacher, for example, vitamina C.
Can it be? Yeah. It's a kind of thing, but it's not like vitamin C because that's a vitamin. Esa es una vitamina. In this case, the lozenge is like the thing that is especially for the sore throat, you know? Like Noraver garganta. That's a clear
Yes, yes,
example.
yes,
Okay.
I understand the idea.
Okay. To clarify that. Okay, that was clear for you. Everything in the other was something that was confused for you in the conversation.
No.
Okay, let's see. Okay, where are the? Let's see here. Okay, so here we have some questions. You are going to tell me what is the correct answer. Okay, so the first one, the man needs something. Letter A for his throat, B for his head, C for his wife.
A.
Teacher,
For his throat.
his throat.
Okay. But in the conversation, he mentioned something related with the wife. Do you have any idea?
Teacher,
go ahead,
sorry.
partner.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? I
Sorry,
can hear
teacher,
you.
can you repeat?
Teacher, yes. He says that his wife sent him there.
Okay, perfect, very good. Nice catch. Okay, the man, letter A, is coughing and has a headache. Letter B, is coughing but doesn't have a headache. And letter C, isn't coughing but has a headache.
I think is B.
B, teacher, is coughing but doesn't have a headache.
Letter B?
Doesn't have a headache. Yes, I think it's B. I don't know my statement.
Okay, I will choose B because the majority say B. Okay, that's all right.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. The lozenge are, letter A, cheaper than the syrup. Letter B, not as cheap as the syrup. Letter C, more expensive than the syrup.
C, more expensive than the syrup. The letter C.
It's more expensive?
No, it's
Yes,
teacher,
more
no,
expensive than the
it's
syrup.
cheaper than the syrup.
Not all at the same time.
Or the not?
Is is cheaper than the syrup. A.
It's cheaper, yeah. Okay, so number 4. He should have the lozenge. A, every 4 to 6 hours after he's eat a meal. Letter B, every 4 to 6 hours with food. Letter C, every 4 to 6 hours before he eats a meal.
Teacher, the letter C.
Letter C. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. The pharmacist can give him antibiotics, sorry, antibiotics because his prescription is only for tablets. He doesn't have enough money. He doesn't have a prescription.
C, teacher.
C. He doesn't have a
The
prescription.
letter C, teacher.
Okay, the man has to pay 10.45 pounds, 17.49 pounds, or 7.99.
Teacher A.
A. 7,149.
Okay,
Teacher,
that's
that isn't dollar.
it's
Or,
pounds.
okay, libras esterlinas,
Yeah,
euros. Okay, thank you.
it's like in England, British. Okay, so here we have the task number 2. So you are going to put the words in the correct order in order to make sentence, okay? So let's start with the number 1. You know what? You can write it in the chat. That is going to be easier. So the faster is going to win nothing because we don't give anything here. But I really appreciate your participation. So please, the number 1, what's the correct way?
I need something for so true.
I need a something.
I need
Something for so.
something.
I need a something for a
No,
sort.
teacher.
No. It's
I need something for a sore throat.
Okay, that's
for a
right.
sore throat. Yes, okay.
Gina is writing down. Okay, number 2.
It really hurts.
It really hurts. That's right. Number 3.
Do you have H?
Do you have
a H? Do you have a H too? Do you
Can
have
you
a
say it
H
again?
too?
Do you have
a H too?
headache? Okay. Do you have a
Do you
headache?
have a headache? A headache too?
That's right. Very good. Number 4.
How many
do I take?
do I
How
take?
many? Okay. How many do I take? Number 5.
How many do I take? How often I should take it?
No.
How often I should take it?
I should
Take it?
No, should I, teacher? Should I? How often
How
should
often I
I
should take it?
Okay, but what is the subject? The subject comes first or after? After should or before should?
How often I should take it? Yes. No?
How often
I should take it.
I should? Doesn't sound like a question. Just remember that when we ask questions, the order of grammar changes a little bit. The preposition, I mean the subject. Doesn't go.
I take it?
Can you say it again?
How often
How often I should
should
take
I
it?
take it?
Teacher, how
How often I should
often
take it?
should I take it?
Okay.
Should.
How often, listen, how often should I take it? Remember, guys,
Okay. How often should I
the,
take it?
the subject, the order of the sentence change when you are asking questions. Okay.
Because it's a
So,
question. Yes.
yeah. So let's move on with number 6.
Are you
Mhm.
Are
allergic
you allergic to any medicine?
to any
Are
medicine?
you allergic to any medicine?
Very good. Are you allergic to any medicine? Nice.
Uh,
Number 7.
I'm afraid
Unafraid. Mhm.
I'm afraid
Actually,
Or you need
that you
a
need
prescription?
you need
That you need.
I'm afraid
prescription.
that you no.
a prescription that
Yes. I'm afraid that I'm afraid for that you need a prescription.
Mm-mm. No, in that
no
way.
teacher. Teacher, I'm afraid you need a
Uh-huh.
prescription for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Exactly. I'm afraid you need a
Okay.
prescription for that. That's right. Very good.
right.
And the last one.
You should really see a doctor.
You really should see a doctor.
You
So,
should really see a doctor. You should really
You
see a
should
doctor.
really see a doctor.
Okay, very good, guys. Good job. Okay, so let's have a little discussion here. How often do you get a cough or a cold? How do you recommend? What do you recommend? Okay, so let's ask to John and suppose that he's a con. John, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am here.
Okay, so this is a weird question because sometimes we don't know. I mean, you don't know how often do you get sick, or how often do you get a cold or cough. That's right. Well, in this case, this question is like a because I mean those people who create this material consider that we have the fourth season of the year, and maybe that they consider that our winter is like in America winter that snow, and when it snows there, I mean people really get sick. I mean like they have to shoot have a shot a flu shot because it's really common there. But here in Colombia, in South America, Latin America, is no in is not something like that because our winter is quite different. It's just rain or sometimes a storm. So I will ask you another question. I want to ask you how often do you get sick, guys? Because it's 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 like a whack.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a
It's
weird.
weird.
But
Yes,
what
yes.
I'm gonna ask you, what do you usually do or take or recommend when you got a cough or a cold? What medicine or what thing? There are some people who take some, I mean, some plants and prepare
Yes, yes.
some weird thing. So okay, so
I,
let's
yes, I have something in my mind, but I don't know how to say it because, for example, I recommend drink agua panela. I don't know how I could to
we
say this in
we
English.
can translate that. You say agua panela. It's in the same way because that kind of word can be translated. It's like to try to translate patacon or something like that. No, it's just agua panela.
Okay. I recommend to the people drink agua panela with lemon and very, very, very hot.
Okay, very good. Nice.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Gina. Gina, are you there? What do you recommend to your classmates if they get a cold, a cough? I can hear you well. I don't know if far away.
Audio here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I also been recommend them to go out because they would catch another flu.
Sorry, sorry, Gina. Couldn't I couldn't hear you well. If you have any problem, you can type it. And yeah, that's right. I understand. Don't worry. Okay, so let's move on with Adrian.
Uh, I I drink hot coffee and other advice is uh, apply in at night a cream of marijuana and also I uh, drink uh, um, many soap with ginger and also I uh, I uh, I wash I wash I take bath many baths with uh, plants.
Yeah,
For
that's
example,
really. Where are you from? I mean, where do you live?
I live in Santander.
Okay, well, here in the Caribbean coast, it's really common to when you have a cough, a cold, to take a bath with some plants like mata raton here in Barranquilla. It's really common. Yeah, with lemon, uh, plants that come from the lemon tree or something like that. Yeah, it's a mango sometimes. I mean, when I guess it's a mix. Yeah, mangoes, um, anything. I saw my mother, counting different plants and make a mix. Eucalyptus and put it, yeah, in bowl. You say, okay, now you're gonna take a shower with this. Okay, and that works. It sounds kind of weird, but those baths really works. Okay, so let's move with Danilo. Danilo.
Yes.
Okay, so what you recommend?
Okay. When I have a cold, the best thing is to rest a lot, and stay hydrated, and take a lot of vitamin C, like agua panela with lemon.
So you say the honey.
Yeah, and honey and lemon. That's a good one. Okay, so let's see, Alejandro.
Okay, teacher. In my case, I suffer rhinitis. However, I should drink loratadina.
No hot.
However, I don't drink. I recommend drink the eucalyptus drinks and jengibre drinks, limoncillo drinks, hierbabuena drinks. My mother and my wife.
Okay, so that's the thing that your mother and wife recommends.
Yes.
Ginger, jam, those kind of. Okay, that's perfect. Let's see. Let's hear Harold.
Okay, teacher. My recommendation is you should prepare a lemon with garlic. With garlic, it's the best combination for the cold.
Garlic.
Yeah.
For real. Oh my
And
God.
they feel, for example, I don't know to say in English, acetaminophen. Is the the acetaminophen is very common to drink when you have cold or cough.
Okay, I'm just thinking because I mean, years ago, years of years ago, when I was like a teen, I remember that someone saying something like that, like garlic but garlic not with lemon, garlic with honey, and that person has a bottle of a bottle of honey with garlic, and that's kind of weird. That's good for flu. That's good for cold. For real, that must be. I was like, that must be. It smell and taste really weird. That's why I was like, oh no, I won't try that kind of thing, to be honest. But if you said that works, okay, I believe you. And that's the most important. Sometimes not. The medicine doesn't taste good, to be honest. But many of them work. Okay, guys. It was a pleasure to be with you. I really enjoyed this time. I hope to see you again in the next week. The next week is going to be the last week. So I really enjoy all this time that I have with you in this semester. Okay, so that's it for today. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Okay, teacher. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for the class today.
Thank you for your time, teacher. Bye.
Gina, don't worry. I read what
Very
you
much.
said. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.